everyone, Mom Mike here. Today's a quick video. This is what I'm playing for February 2021, so let's get right into it. Towards the end of 2020, I was in a little bit of a gaming rut, but at the beginning of this year, I have finished 2 games that I had started, and it feels really great to be off to a good start. So we're going to start off my short list with the games that I've already finished. We're going to begin with Judgement. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. The story takes a little bit of time to get going, but this is awesome. If you're a fan of the Yakuza games, this has very similar elements, and of course the gameplay style itself is very similar to Yakuza 0 and those new ones that they've done. In this one though, you are playing on the side of the law because you're playing as former lawyer turned detective Yagami Takayuki, and it's a great game. There are story twists and turns, literally things I did not see coming. Up to the last minute of the game, they kept surprising me. This game was a true challenge. The boss fights were really difficult. Some of that's my fault though. I didn't do hardly any of the side missions, so I didn't level up maybe as much as I should have, but I was so hooked on the main story that I just wanted to keep going and see what was next. I didn't even get a girlfriend in the game. There's 4 for you to choose from. I didn't even find one because I was so focused on solving the mysteries that I didn't even do hardly any of the side missions or the social interactions. And some of those things I might go back for just to get a couple more trophies on the game. I'm not much of a trophy hunter, but occasionally I say I'd like a few more if I really like a game. And this one is truly special. If you're a fan of the Yakuza series, I highly recommend checking out Judgement. The second game on my list that I had finished was Utawareros Prelude to the Fallen. This game took a little bit of time for me to get invested in it, but I'm really glad I stuck with it because a few times I almost stopped playing it. The game starts off with some really lengthy story segments. It's a mix of visual novel and strategy RPG. It takes a little bit of time for the game to get into a comfortable loop though for me. There's a lot of time where you have these really lengthy visual novel sections, and I enjoy visual novels, but this one was just really dragging at the beginning. Once you get into the battles though, it reminded me how much I love strategy RPGs, and it's definitely inspired me to play Fire Emblem Three Houses. That's moving up on the list in the backlog. I've got to get to that soon because I had so much fun with this game. I absolutely loved it. This game has a really good story. It's a little slow getting started, but it has hilarious moments that I actually laughed out loud, legitimately laughed out loud at this game. And then it had some incredibly sad, soul-crushing moments that grounded the story again and that motivated you to keep playing because you get invested in these characters. You really do start to love the community that you're living in the game, and you just want to help these people. So I'm glad I stuck with it. This was the first game in that series that I had played, and conveniently, it's the best place to start. If you're interested in the Utawareros games, this is the place to start, and if you're looking for Vita titles, of course, it's an excellent one to play. Moving on to the games I'm still actively working on. Firstly, we have Am Setsuna. This is a game that I have previously beat on PlayStation 4. I really wanted a physical copy though, so I bought it on Amazon for the Switch. It's been great to play it on Switch. This game truly is awesome on handheld, and it runs really well on Switch. If you're interested in picking this up, it runs very well. I've had no issues with it at all. And it's just excellent to switch between handheld and TV mode as I need to. It's been a great game to take places, so I really am enjoying my time with Am Setsuna, getting back into that world. The soundtrack is just phenomenal. I loved it so much the first time I played it. It's one of the few video game soundtracks that I actively listen to outside of the game. And the story, of course, is just phenomenal. Am Setsuna is a game that really touched my heart the first time I played it, and playing it again this time, I don't want to beat it because I'm enjoying my time with it so much. I absolutely love the combat and your party members. You get these really cool attacks that you can do based on who's in your party. You can sort of link up and do other attacks like special moves. It's a whole lot of fun, and I highly recommend it if you haven't played Am Setsuna. Next on the list is Untitled Goose game. I still need to get back into this one, and I'm thinking I'll do more gameplay for it because that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that video, and this game is so cute. It's charming, it's really simple, and it's got a little bit of puzzle to it, of course, but it's nothing that'll make you throw the controller at the wall. It's a really lighthearted and funny game. If you're looking for something that you could play like with kids or play, with a partner, this would be a great, couch co-op experience, and just something that you can really kind of mindlessly do. Yes, there's a few little puzzles to solve, but it's nothing that's going to drive you crazy. And it's something that I feel like maybe if I'm taking a break from my next game on the list, I could easily jump into this world and just chill out for a bit. Lastly on the list is Call of Duty Cold War. This game has turned me into a Call of Duty kid again. I absolutely am loving the multiplayer. I played maybe 2 hours of the campaign. I genuinely was going to finish it. And then I said, let's just take a peek at multiplayer. The first map that I got was Raid, one of my favorite maps from Black Ops 2, and I've been hooked on the multiplayer ever since. It's the majority of my time gaming. I'm playing Call of Duty Cold War online right now. It's been such a great break from my story-heavy games. The campaign was really cool. It had a great soundtrack. The gameplay itself was awesome. The load times are so fast. This feels truly next gen. I can't believe how snappy this game is. The loading times in the campaign are just instant. You die and you're just immediately back into the action, and it feels the same way in the multiplayer. It was always pretty quick. You die and you're put back into the game. But wow, it is just so snappy in this one. I can't believe it. In my head, I actually thought this is incredible what they've accomplished here. And it works so well. I'm also just delighted at the maps that they brought in from Black Ops 2. It's been so much fun to see some of those again. Black Ops 2 is one of my favorite Call of Duty games, but it's really unplayable at this point because of the number of cheaters that are in it. The last time I tried to play the game, there were so many people cheating and just absolutely ruining it for everyone. It's unplayable at this point in time. And I was really sad about that because I absolutely love that game, and it's got some of my favorite maps ever. So to see some of those brought back here has been excellent, and it's also got me to try some new modes. I usually play Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint Domination. In this one, I'm trying out some new modes. I play Free-for-All once in a while. Dropkick is really fun. In that one, there's a briefcase that you have to hold on to. While your team has the briefcase, if you die, you don't respawn. If the other team has the briefcase, you keep respawning as you try to take it back from them. And that's been a lot of fun. So I'm enjoying trying new modes that I normally wouldn't. Of course, all the new weapons are a ton of fun, and it's probably the most addicting part of Call of Duty is that as you level up, you unlock new weapons, you get to create new classes, test them out, see what works and what doesn't. And that aspect of the game is always one of my favorite parts. I look forward to seeing which weapons are included. A Mama Micah fun fact, I only play iron sights on all my guns. Not only do I like the iron sights, but it does give you an extra attachment slot on each weapon, so it gives you a little more wiggle room and the improvements that you can put on each gun. If you can get used to iron sights, those extra attachments can help out a lot. And I also just really like playing with iron sights. I often had a hard time with the red dot sights. They never seemed quite right for me. I would try out several different reticles and it almost seemed like they were getting in the way. When I switched to using just iron sights, I started doing better and I enjoy the game a whole lot more. It limits the guns a little bit for me because some of them, the iron sights are terrible or they're really bulky. They have these really bulky, side pieces that almost block the enemies as you're trying to scan the battlefield. But as I've moved through trying different classes and creating them and testing things out, for me personally, playing with just iron sights instead of a scope or a reticle has improved my game. And I do just think it's a lot more fun. I enjoy it so much more. So that was what I'm playing for February 2021. Let me know in the comments below what games you're playing. Did you beat any games this month? And are there any games that you're looking forward to in the upcoming months? Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!